Matrixx and Rhodes show fans, we are back with another video, and finally, folks, day after tomorrow, the Batman will be released. Now, I actually have to remind myself that I bought a ticket early. It's really kind of creeping up on us here. I bought the ticket, I believe, like 3 weeks ago, if I'm not mistaken. But it's almost showtime. Day after tomorrow, 3 p.m., I will be at the movie theater. And actually, me and Rhodes will be doing a live stream, I believe, Friday. We're actually going to do it on the same day after we saw the movie, because we both have tickets for the same time. But we'll have to let you guys know when we're actually going to do our live stream review on that. But anyway, we actually have now the reviews and the Rotten Tomatoes score from the critics on the Batman. Let's check it out here, guys. The Batman sits at 86% on Rotten Tomatoes, and it has 177 reviews from the critics here. And let's see here. All critics are 86%, 73% from the top critics. Okay. But overall, 86%. Good score, which leads me to believe that it may actually be a little bit better than what the critics are saying right here. But let's read some of these reviews here. It says the Batman first reviews, not just a good Batman movie, but one of the best comic book movies ever. Now, man, that's really saying a lot. I mean, when you talk about comic book movies, it's very, very subjective. For example, I really did love the last Spider-Man movie, but I hated the previous two. I did. I thought that Spider-Man Homecoming, it was okay. Spider-Man Far From Home was not good. But Spider-Man No Way Home was really, really great. It was great to see, you know, the other two Spider-Mans come back, multiverse. But here it is, guys. The Batman is finally out. It was actually delayed, you know, because of the virus and everything. I didn't know how to actually feel about Robert Pattinson as Bruce Wayne / Batman, but I think it's going to be a pretty good movie. I really do think it will be a good movie. But let's see here what some of the critics are saying. The question is this the Batman movie we've been waiting for, been waiting 83 years for? I don't know why they would actually ask that kind of question, considering, you know, that the Christopher Nolan trilogy is considered the best Batman movies ever, especially, you know, the first two, The Dark Knight and Batman Begins. Well, this person here says, David Gonzalez says, the Batman is the closest thing to a comic book accurate version of the characters we've seen on the big screen thus far. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I believe this movie is based off of Batman Year One or something like that. Now, I really don't know much about that, but I believe that's what it's actually based on. It says here, next one, Josh Wilding says, never has The Dark Knight been portrayed in such a thoroughly authentic and exciting way. The Batman is a unique commemoration of the Batman mythology and his stylistic and tonal shifts across his 80-year history, Jake Cole says. How does it compare specifically to other Batman movies? Now, this is probably a great question right here. Let's see what they say here. The Batman is immersed in dark undertones, not unlike Batman the Animated Series. Now, I was actually looking for something a little bit more closer to the actual movies than, you know, the live action movies, I should say. And I did see a cartoon Batman movie. Me and my wife sat down and watched it. It was actually pretty good, though. Next one says, Reeves presents the most robust version of Gotham we've seen since Tim Burton's 1989 Batman. Reeves has made the best Batman film since The Dark Knight. Well, there's only been really one live action Batman movie since The Dark Knight, and that was actually The Dark Knight Rises. That's the only live action one. Kind of unfortunate, you know, that we didn't get a Ben Affleck Batman movie. He just made appearances in some other movies. If The Dark Knight is Batman's Heat, this is Batman's Seven. Okay. What about comic book movies in general? I guess they're saying, how does it compare? Not only is it a match for the strongest of those outings, it's also up there with the best comic book movies overall. It's that good. That's saying a lot. Now, me personally, man, I'm actually a Christopher Reeve Superman fan. I love the first two Superman movies. The Dark Knight is an all-time great one. He's saying it's right up there with the best comic book movies of all time. We have to see. The next one, the Batman deserves every cinephile's attention and discussion as it cements his place in one of the essential comic book films of the last 20 years. Among the best of the genre, even if, or more aptly, because what makes the film so great is its willingness to dismantle and interrogate the very concept of superheroes. Now, another good question here. How is Robert Pattinson in the title role? Pattinson's performance will likely divide viewers, but his Batman is an angry, simmering character perfectly suited to the story being told. So, it's going to divide viewers. I'm assuming we're getting a very, very dark Bruce Wayne, probably a more ruthless Batman is what I'm assuming. Is he more of a mercenary? I'm not really sure. Next one says he quickly enters the pantheon of all-time great Batmans, and that's not a hot take, but an accurate one, says David Gonzalez of Real Talk. He delivers the best live-action Batman since Michael Keaton. Wow. Now, Christian Bale, man, to me, he is the GOAT Batman. So she's saying that he's better than Christian Bale. We'll have to see about that. As Bruce Wayne, Pattinson is a revelation. Okay. And you can see right there, that's Pattinson in the Batman suit. They asked which villains stand out. Colin Farrell as the Penguin. Man, I can't even really tell. That's even Colin Farrell. I mean, they did a really good job, it seems, on disguising him as the Penguin because he looks nothing like Colin Farrell. Also, it looks like he packed on about 80 pounds of weight. Kravitz is a standout with her 40 style femme fatale lit and her ability to embody slinky and smart in equal measure. Yeah, she's playing Selena Kyle Catwoman. Kravitz is the best live action Selena Kyle to date. Now, the last time we saw Selena Kyle, that was actually in Dark Knight Rises. Halle Berry also had her standalone movie, which was trash. And of course, Michelle Pfeiffer in Batman Returns. There's no denying that Kravitz is the best version of the character thus far. So, yeah, they're talking about her. Do any of them come close to Heath Ledger's Joker, though? Now, that will be pretty hard to top right there. Because Heath Ledger's Joker is considered all-time great. It says Paul Dano makes the Riddler as terrifying as he is magnetic. It's a performance every bit as good as Heath Ledger's in The Dark Knight. And it'll haunt your nightmares. Okay. So I guess we got to be on the lookout for the Riddler. I don't know if I would go there, but I haven't seen the movie yet, so we have to see. Pattinson and typically superb Dano share interrogation scene to rival Bale and Ledger's in The Dark Knight. Okay. He'll inevitably be compared to Heath Ledger's Joker, but this is a different kind of madness that Dano nails. Is less outward facing and maniacal and more terrifying in its intensity. Okay, man. So there you have it, guys. And they said that the action is exhilarating here. Is a more realistic portrayal of Batman. The most grounded feature we've seen with Batman since, well, the serials of the 1940s. So there you have it, guys. People are liking, at least the critics are liking the Batman on screen. Now, when it comes to the critics, they're not always, in line with the fans. A lot of people like to shield, but I do think that this movie probably could be a movie where the critics and the fans are going to say similar things. It looked really good. The trailer looks amazing. It does. Jeffrey Wright is playing Commissioner Gordon. Now, there's been some issues, with race and gender swapping, that kind of thing, race swapping in this case. But Jeffrey Wright is a pretty damn good actor. He is. He really is. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Matrixx and Roadshow fans, are you going to see the Batman? Let us know in the comments if you plan on seeing it. Also, smash the join button, become a channel member, get access to live streams. We may end up having one this Saturday. If not, it will probably be next Saturday. Anyway, guys, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.